mean, where do you even start with that? Like, honestly, guys, like I thought today I could switch up a little bit, do my match reactions like an hour or two after the game to give myself that time to kind of rethink and I don't know, man, and just think of what went wrong today. But I can't, man. I think that's gonna have to wait for next season or something, because this season, I think, I'll be honest, I'm gonna say this now, yeah, and whether Arsenal fans will like what I'm about to say or whether it will come across as something else, but whatever happens this season, and I said it in the final, the Carabao, Havertz, Jesus, Martinelli, potentially Odegaard, and Mikel Arteta, all 5 of you need to get out of this club pronto. Andrea Berta, please, I beg you, the rug better be pulled right underneath this manager at the end of the season, because I genuinely cannot do another season of the same mistakes being repeated with this guy every single time. Like, I saw this quote like a couple of days ago from Ian Wright saying that last season towards the end he spoke to Arteta about he's jotting down all the mistakes he's making and he's making sure that he doesn't repeat those mistakes and all these things. Guys, how many times is he going to keep persisting with 29 Kai Havertz in that midfield? How many times is this experiment going to last? Because a couple seasons ago he tried it against Villa when Liverpool lost to Palace. He played Havertz in that game where we needed to win. What happens? We get moved to, we lose 2-0 to Villa. It's happened so many times, guys. I genuinely, like the first 20-25 minutes, 30 minutes, we were actually playing all right. Okay, the balls over the top were causing us serious pain, and I was starting to see that's probably where we're gonna lose this game. With those balls over the top, I was thinking, oh, okay, yeah, this could be a serious problem, and we'll get to that in a second. But the link up between Dalman and Odegaard was perfect. I was watching, I was thinking, yeah, this is great. They're playing 1-2s. They're creating something serious on that right hand side, and that right hand side is fine. I've said about the whole attack being needing a revamp. Maybe it does, but Ethan is coming back potentially, hopefully. Max will be there as well, even though either should be in 10, whatever. And Madueke. Respectfully, Saka will play his way out of this team because his performances in the last 2 to 3 months have been below standard, and eventually he will just play his way out. Because that performance from Max, the only bright spark, should I say, in other words, a very poor team, poor attack. Martinelli, I don't know what this guy offers, guys. Like, Martinelli has been this player that I've just not seen what Arsenal fans see with Martinelli. Like, so predictable, so one-dimensional. You know exactly what he wants to do. He wants to go down the outside every single time. He had that chance just before they scored a second. But anyway, let's get back to that midfield. The midfield was fine. Odegaard and Norgard, I get that. Havertz, I will never understand why he keeps persisting with Havertz in this midfield. And for this same very reason, it has cost us again. It cost us in the Carabao Cup final, and it cost us today, and it's cost us before. It's going to cost us again. Guys, I said it when he came back from his injury. It's one of my match reactions. I said at some point, this Havertz in that midfield is going to cost us. In the second half, we're losing a bit of control in the game. He takes off Odegaard and keeps on Havertz. Like guys, can you honestly, apart from the cutback he done for Gyökeres' goal, losing every duel. Look at the majority of the freeze frames from the game. It's just Norgard in the midfield. It's just not like he offers no support for Norgard whatsoever. Like, the amount of times I'm seeing Norgard pick up the ball And where are the options? Where's Havertz? Like in the first half, it's just Odegaard and Norgard playing together. Where's Havertz? Like he can't carry the ball. He doesn't pick up the ball. He's not strong enough on the ball. He loses majority of the duels on the ball. He can't dribble with the ball, and he's in the engine room. Like, don't get me wrong. I can excuse Gyökeres, sorry, because Gyökeres is far away from that engine room as we possibly can. Apart from the fact that you can't even get into goal hang, but you can. But you get my idea. Kai Havertz is right in that mixer, but he's nowhere to be seen constantly. And this manager, when we're losing grip of that second half, he keeps him on. Take him off. You're preserving Odegaard for the Champions League game. Focus on this game. We're trying to win this game, and we had a plethora of chances in that first half before they scored. We'll get to the details in a second, but we had a plethora of chances in that first half to put this game to bed, and we didn't. We completely sold our lines, completely sold ourselves in that first half. But apart from that, the general play, that midfield balance is just as bad as the balance in our attack. He cannot put a midfield together, and he cannot put an attack together. How many times, guys, have I said it in my match reactions? The balance of that midfield is off. The attack balance is off. The only thing he has managed to successfully done right in this team is build a cohesive defensive structure. And that defensive structure is only good because you have loads of players behind the ball. The moment you break that structure, you saw what happens. Ball over the top, chaos. Gabriel, the ball comes over the top. Gabriel misjudged the height of the ball. He heads it back, and it's a brilliant recovery from Mascara. But again, even he looked sloppy. Skelly looked sloppy. I like Skelly, but yeah, he just looks sloppy. Like guys, it's just, guys, if we win the Premier League, yeah, it will actually be a miracle. But do not get it twisted. Regardless of whether we win the Premier League or not, you cannot persist with this manager again next season. He needs to go, along with his delinquents. Kai, Gabriel, Martinelli, Trossard, Ben White, even add him to that list. All his delinquents needs to fuck off with him. Because this team is at the end of its cycle. The majority of the players that he brought towards the start of this title challenge, whatever you want to call it, at this very first one, they are at the end of their cycle now. They need to go. If at any point we still have some of these players come next season, we're in serious trouble, guys. Because the starting 11 is fine until the backup has to do the backup. Until the squad depth has to do squad depth. Because the moment you take Eze out this team and you have to play Havertz, you see what their issue is. I'm not a big fan of Marino in the midfield, but at least I notice him at times. He's more noticeable in that midfield. Havertz is nowhere to be seen. We lose control completely. Because Skelly's inverting, but a lot of the time he's hiding in between two players. Even I'm not sure if he wants the ball. Like, his confidence is gone. Like, you can see the way he picks up the ball. There's not that much. There's no that charisma that he normally has when he receives the ball. It's nowhere to be seen. This whole team sucks from the core. They cannot build anything positive when they have the ball. The only thing that looks decent is Backstallman. Give him another 2 seasons with this manager, he will look like Saka. This is why this manager needs to go this season pronto. Get your Premier League medal and get out. Get out. Because we look so poor against a championship side. Southampton team that finished 20th last season in the Premier League. I couldn't even name you 5 of their players. I don't even recognize their team. Tyler Diblin, where is he? I don't even know where he is. Like, I don't recognize that Southampton team, and we struggled. We're losing control of that whole game. We only had brief control in the first 30 minutes. The rest was gone. And best believe Kai Havertz will play again. And he'll play again in that midfield, and we'll lose again in that midfield. Guys, I can't count on one finger how many times that Havertz experiment in that midfield has worked and we've been successful. Do not get me wrong, Gabriel Jesus needs to go as well. Because as much as I like him, you do not offer anything else apart from dribbling. And even that dribbling now, it doesn't even get us anywhere. You need to go as well. Benjamin White, the ball comes in, misses the complete height of the ball, we score. The whole game you look shaky. You need to go as well. You don't look up for it either. Martinelli, too predictable. Struggles to control the football, struggles to play a ball down the line. He can't do anything. What does Martinelli offer as well? He needs to go. That's about 6 players. Guys, that's about 6 players, yeah, that need to leave this summer before we even start thinking about rebuilding this squad, because the majority of the players that were here when we were first challenging are not it. They are not fit for purpose. Along with that manager, he is not fit for purpose. Get your Premier League medal and get out. That's the end of it. Because how many times do you keep persisting with your favourite players and it's not working? You played Havertz for a good 85 minutes. Okay, he got the assist. But every time he gets the ball, he's losing it, losing duels. He can't dribble with the ball. Norgard is doing the work of him for him and for Havertz. Because where's, like, guys, honestly, Havertz needs to go, Martinelli needs to go, Jesus needs to go, Ben needs to go, Arteta needs to go. They all need to go. Andrea Berta, please, I beg of you. Give him his medal, give him his Premier League medal, if he even gets it. And pull that rug right beneath him. Because we are not serious next season with this manager involved. Because he will persist with Kai Havertz again, and again. He will play him in the midfield, he'll play him up top. He doesn't even lack the conviction to play up top. We were poor in the second half. We were poor. And the main reason of to why we were poor is mainly due to the fact that we could not build anything in that midfield. Because you have Norgard, who's trying to pick up the ball from the 6th position, and he's trying to pass to Havertz. Where is he? He's hiding between 2 players, and when he does receive the ball, he's getting shrugged off. Like, yeah, season is this close to falling apart. We lose to Bournemouth on Saturday, guys. It's done. It's done. That season, the whole season, the whole season goes to flames. If we lose to Bournemouth, and best believe, do not lose to Bournemouth. I swear to God, do not lose to Bournemouth. I said to you guys here, regardless at the end of this season, I'm winning. I get to finally see Arsenal in the Premier League, but this manager needs to go, bro. Like, it feels like I'm bashing the manager, yeah. But your team selection, cool. You wanted to experiment, but the moment we lost control, you took the one guy that was giving us control. You took him off and kept Havertz. The only guy that was actually making things work. He was actually ball progressing that. He was actually playing and progressing that ball through our midfield. You took him off. Kepa, I don't want to see you again either. That gimmick now is done. We're out of the FA Cup. You should not be playing any Champions League games, and you should definitely not be playing any Premier League games either. You need to cut as well. I don't care if it's for 5 mil, 2.5 mil, 500k. Get out as well. But anyway, guys, I've had a nice 2 weeks. I've had a nice Easter break, and this Arsenal team is just back to shenanigans. Gabriel came off injured. Yeah, who knows? Who knows at that point? But I'll see you guys against Sporting. Hopefully, a completely different match reaction. But you never know with these lot, man.